Beloved soul, a decree has been made in the spirit. The one heaven created for you is not just interested, they are eager. A divine urgency has taken hold of their heart, compelling them toward a covenant that was written before time. This is not a passive hope. It is an active, heaven-backed pursuit of the union God Himself has ordained. Welcome to Angel Messages for You, where we declare the divine alignments that turn longing into lifetime. If you have felt a shift from wondering to knowing, a deep spiritual certainty that your union is near, this message is your official confirmation. Subscribe now because your story is transitioning from promise to proclamation. When this word of eager, divine purpose resonates as the truth your soul has been standing on, comment below and affirm, I receive divine alignment. Your agreement partners with the yes of heaven. For those moved to support this channel of prophetic destiny, your super thanks helps us guide other hearts to the moment their waiting turns into welcome. Now stand in faith. What you're about to hear is the detailed revelation of the holy eagerness heaven has placed in your soulmate's heart, and the undeniable proof that your covenant is being sealed, peace and divine clarity to your heart. You were led here, not by the algorithm, but by alignment. Heaven's timing brought you to this message, because God is exposing something sacred, and the angels are whispering the truth. They're eager to marry you. And it's not just a desire, it's a divine urgency, a soul-level recognition, a holy craving to unite what heaven already bonded. This isn't about infatuation. This isn't about emotion alone. This is about destiny, about covenant, about fulfillment of a heavenly promise. Someone has seen something in you, something they can't unsee, and that one sight shifted their entire spirit. They tried to explain it. They tried to reason it away, but heaven kept confirming. God kept stirring. The angels kept showing them signs. They began dreaming of you, waking up with your name in their heart, smiling without knowing why, crying and feeling something was missing. It was you. They looked into your life from afar, from silence, from prayer, and they saw purity. They saw faith. They saw strength, and that's when God exposed it. This isn't just someone they admire. This is someone I've chosen. Heaven whispered, that's your spouse. Beloved, they are eager to marry you, because they feel safe with you, because they feel called to you, because they saw in you a reflection of what they asked God for. And here's the part that shook them. God confirmed it when they least expected. In a quiet moment, in a tearful prayer, in a whispered word during sleep. In a divine message like this, yes, this message is their confirmation, and yours too. If your spirit is resonating, type in the comments, I receive divine alignment. Seal it with faith. Tap like as your act of agreement, and subscribe to Angel Messages for You so you never miss when heaven speaks again. And if this word touched your soul, send a super thanks to help this message reach another soul searching for clarity back to them. The one who loves you. They've been thinking about timing, about when to speak, when to move, when to take the step, but something held them. Not doubt in you, but fear of being too much, too forward, too soon. Heaven has removed that fear, because perfect love casts out fear, and the love rising in their spirit is no longer just emotional. It's spiritual, it's mature, it's anchored. They see you, not just how the world sees you, but how heaven sees you. They saw your heart. They saw your kindness. They saw the way you love without needing applause. And it stunned them. They asked God, how can someone so beautiful, so anointed, so grounded be mine? And heaven answered, because I trust you with them. Their tears flowed. Their heart changed. And they whispered something they've never told anyone. I want to marry them. And I want to do it soon. Your name, your face, your spirit. It's engraved in their inner world now. God is moving, even in their hesitation, even in their delay. Heaven is preparing the moment where no more words will be needed, just action. just commitment, just a proposal wrapped in purpose. They're eager to marry you, not because they're impatient, but because their soul is now aware you are their answer. You are their peace. You are their promise in human form. Beloved soul, don't doubt this. Don't talk yourself out of it. Don't shrink from what heaven is handing you. You are the answered prayer. You are the miracle unfolding. Stay grounded. Stay in expectation, because this time you're not going to be disappointed. You're going to be proposed to by someone who finally sees you as heaven sees you. They're preparing the moment. They're organizing a surprise, one that will leave you in tears, but not of pain, of holy relief, of divine joy, of sacred awe. They've been quiet on the outside, but on the inside, they've been screaming for you, begging God for clarity, asking heaven if it's really you, and every time they tried to run, God brought them back to you. Every time they looked at another, your spirit stood taller in their memory. They didn't plan to fall, but they fell, not just in love. They fell into divine alignment, into a covenant moment they couldn't escape. Your laughter echoed in their dreams. Your smile flashed in their thoughts. Your name, it became a prayer they couldn't stop saying. They asked God, if this is real, if this is the one, give me a sign I can't deny. And then came the dream. Then came the vision. Then came the ache in their chest. Then came the word, this word, beloved. The angels say they're eager, not in a desperate way, but in a divine urgency. They feel time moving faster. They feel heaven nudging them forward. They feel love growing stronger than their fear. They're thinking about the ring. They're thinking about the place. They're thinking about the day they'll kneel, and here's what God just exposed. This desire to marry you isn't random. It's a response to revelation. God opened their eyes, heaven opened their heart, and now they can't delay. They don't want to miss the window. They don't want to lose the blessing. They don't want another soul to love what they almost lost. They saw something in you, a rare kind of loyalty, a silent strength, a divine softness wrapped in grace, and it brought them to their knees. You didn't have to prove anything. You just had to be. And that being is what revealed the sacred. They knew it then. They know it now. Heaven is telling them, move, pursue, propose, honor what I've given. If you can feel this in your soul, type in the comments, I am ready for divine marriage. Let heaven see your faith. Tap like to agree with this word. Subscribe to Angel Messages for you so you don't miss what comes next. And seal your heart in faith with a super thanks if this touched you deeply. Now listen. This is where it gets even more real. They started asking serious questions. How do I provide for them? How can I love them well? Am I ready to cover their heart in prayer? This is no shallow love. This is a spiritual covenant. They want to be your protector, your peace, your promise. They've seen too much in the world. They've felt betrayal. They've watched fake love rise and fall. But you're not like the rest. You love in silence. You carry others in your prayers. You wait without demanding. You forgive without applause. And God whispered, that's a wife. That's a husband. That's the one I handpicked. It stunned them. They cried. They repented for the delay. They thanked heaven for mercy. They started planning. They started dreaming with God. They started imagining what it would feel like to call you theirs. They're eager to marry you, because they now know that no one else fits their soul like you do. They saw your heart for children, your joy in small things, the way you worship even in pain, and they knew this is a God thing. Heaven is not confused. And now neither are they. So here's what they've decided. They're going to reach out. They're going to say it. They're going to act on it. They won't let fear win this time. They won't let the enemy plant doubt. They won't lose what God gave them, because when God reveals truth, you can't keep pretending it's just a feeling. It's a knowing, and that knowing is now their fire. They're eager to marry you because they can finally see that this is holy. This is real. This is forever. They've started writing vows in secret. They've started imagining your name beside theirs. They've been pacing, praying, preparing, and the angels, they're clearing the path,
removing the delays,
calming the storms, so the connection can flow, so the proposal can happen, so the wedding can manifest. Heaven is in motion, and your name is echoing through divine corridors. You didn't chase this. You didn't force this. But now it's chasing you. Marriage is coming, fast, sacred, strong, certain. They're practicing what to say. Not because they doubt what they feel, but because your presence humbles them. They don't want to get it wrong. They don't want to say too little or too much. They want every word to carry weight. Heaven has placed your name on their lips and in their spirit. Even when they sleep, they whisper it. Even when they try to distract themselves, they return to thoughts of you. God is moving their heart closer. And every time they resist, it gets harder to pretend. Because your love is not ordinary. It's transforming, it's holy, and the truth is they've never been this serious. Not about anyone. Not like this.